Hey beautiful, so happy to be here with you, and today we're gonna talk about what to do after graduation. And I'm the perfect person to tell you because I literally did everything. I did 2 gap years. So yeah, and I will just tell you my experience and yeah, what I learned, what I would recommend, what I will not recommend. And now I'm studying online and it's the perfect solution for me. And yeah, so I'm gonna rate all the things I did. I really did everything which you can really do. And yeah, so this video is for you if maybe you're close to graduating, you don't know what to do, or maybe you already took a gap year, you don't know where to go. And yeah, let's start. So first, after graduation, I knew I wanted to study. I just wasn't sure about what. I wanted to study something creative, but I didn't apply it anywhere and I wasn't sure about what exactly. So I started, also in my experience, I will tell you about how it is in Europe, all the different things you can do in Europe. I don't know about other countries, how it is there, but yeah. So the first thing I did after graduation, it was that I did Interrail. It's like you have one train ticket, a big train ticket, which you can travel in whole Europe with the train. And I did with 3 friends, and it was a really nice experience. And yeah, I can really recommend it because you learn a lot about different cultures. You learn also a bit how to live by yourself, how to budget money, because obviously after graduation you don't have so much money. And yeah, so I can really recommend that. Also, traveling in general, I can recommend so much because you just learn a lot about yourself, also what you like, which also then is important to choose what you're gonna study if you want to study. And yeah, so after that, when I came back from Interrail, I again was a bit, I didn't knew what to do. And then from my auntie, I got the opportunity to do an freiwilliges soziales Jahr. It's like an internship, which you can do a half year or full year. And so I did that a half year. And it's like you work in an office or in some like NGO or some department which do something social. So also others who do this, they work something in the farm or yeah, but I did it in the NGO. And then also there are kind of like class trips where all the different people in your country who do the FSJ, they meet and they do some programs together. So that one, I don't see nothing from my gap years as a waste of time. This one, I really learned how you how the office everyday life is. It's really helpful. Like right now, I know I probably don't want to have a 9 to 5 job. So yeah, but it was really interesting. Also, without studying, I wouldn't be able to be in the position I was there. So it was really interesting. Like I had also a lot of responsibilities and it was really nice to see that. Yeah, on the other hand, it's like a full-time job. You go there full-time and you don't really get a lot of money. You just get, yeah, like a little bit. So finance-wise, I wouldn't recommend it, but for the experience, it's really nice. Also in the CV, it's good when you write, you did it. It's like something really social. And okay, let me check if the camera is still recording. Yes, okay. So I did it a half year. I think that was enough. Like I got so many experience. I was really like I had an everyday life there. It was really good, a half year. But a full year, I think it would have been a bit too much for the money you get and for the time you spend there. Yeah. So after I finished the FSJ now, I was really like it was almost 1 year gap year. I was like, okay, now I really want to start to study. And then I looked different universities, and it's a bit overwhelming when you do it because they also have like the deadlines when you have to upload your application, and so most of the deadlines are passed. And also when you want to study something creative, it's a bit tricky because you have to upload like pictures you drawn maybe, or yeah, like a full things, like a lot of pictures you draw, or something when you want to study architecture, like some physical things you made. And so I was starting also to plan that a little bit. While I was doing this, I was working in a bakery, and that also, I it was nice because I got some money. And also already when I was in the FSJ in the NGO, I also in the weekends I started to work at the bakery, and it was really also a good experience. Also, I love pastries and all this, and it's so interesting to see also what other people are working. Like, there were also some old women working there at the bakery, and they do this every day. They go there, and it was just so interesting to see this. And also it makes you appreciate money more, which I think is really important. Also, while all this, I was still living in my parents' home, because it was just like with the FSJ, I couldn't afford rent or anything. So yeah, but I would not recommend to move out so fast. Of course, it will give you a lot of life experience. But for example, the time with the FSJ, I got like a really close relationship with my brother, and just like a closer relationship with my family, which I think is really nice also. And yeah, so when the FSJ ended, I like I said, I tried to look in the applications for the universities, and I already sent the application to some universities, but I was still not sure exactly what to study. So I was just applying for like some things I felt drawn to. And then while I was at the bakery standing, I got from a relative a message that one of her relatives is looking for an au pair in Tanzania. And I was looking at the city she wrote me, and like the description of the job, and I was like, wow, I would love to do this. Even though I started already to looking at universities, but because I wasn't so much sure about what exactly to study and also which city, this also was a big struggle for me. I was like, I got this offer, and yeah, so basically in the au pair, I live at their house and I take care of their own daughter, and yeah, I get a little bit of money, I get free food and all these things. And I looked at it, I was like, oh, a big city at the beach, at a tropical country. I was like, okay, actually, let's just do it. And this was also, it was supposed to take 10 months there. And yeah, so after then I finished the job at the bakery, and I flew to Tanzania, and then I did the au pair. And au pair, if you love children, I think it's good. It is also nice to have, like, to be able to live in a different country. It's just giving me so much experience. But I wouldn't recommend it so much, because I would never live again with my boss. Because living with your boss, he or she is still your boss, and then you live together, you do every life together. It can be a bit complicated. So for me, it wasn't it fully. And yeah, I loved the child so much, and we had a lot of fun. But to live where you also work, it wasn't for me, and it's a bit also difficult situation, I would say. And yeah, so then after a while, I got to know my boyfriend, and then I started finally to look again after study, like to universities again. And then for me, because right now also I don't live in my home country, it was so nice to just study online. And I was looking at different universities who are doing online programs. And also I wish to study in Germany, because my English, especially with like long, like these professional texts, are not so good. So I really wish to study online, but to study in German, but don't live in Germany, because I love Germany. I love all my family and friends there, but it's so, the weather is not for me, and also the people are, I feel like they are a bit limited from their mindset, most of them, and also the values. Yeah, so study online was perfect for me. And then I wished to study architecture, but this course they didn't have online. So now I study communication design at the IU. And it's the perfect solution for me. I study in 2 years, hopefully I will get my degree, and so this was the perfect solution for me. And yeah, I'm so grateful for the gap years. I'm so grateful for all the things I did the 2 years, and also don't feel bad if you didn't start to study or didn't start to work like a proper job even after 2 years. All these experiences, they lead me to where I am right now, and I love where I am right now. So yeah, don't feel stressed from anyone. There are people, they start to study with 30, and it's so important that you find your own passion. Like imagine I was working at the bakery and maybe I thought like, oh, I want to do this forever. What if I would have studied something and then I wouldn't really do what I love? So I'm so grateful about all the experience, and every experience teach me something so important, because especially at the FSJ, at the NGO, I was having the phone service sometimes, so all the calls are coming in, I have to answer, and I was so scared to taking phone calls before. But through this experience, because I had to do it almost every day, I'm so confident to answer every call, even if like some officers they call me. I'm so confident to answer them, and just everything just teach me something new about myself, about what I want in my life, what I don't want in my life. So yeah, and also I'm so happy to study right now, to learn, and yeah, so I hope it helped you a little bit. Thinking about maybe doing au pair or the FSJ, like I hope it could help you to decide. And yeah, thank you for watching. I love you.